Episode 169. Rate your AI knowledge.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Do you know how much AI knowledge, competency, or skill you actually have? Most people don't. They either underestimate themselves or they've played around with a few tools and overrate their ability to actually use AI in meaningful ways. Hello and welcome back to AI6, the podcast that teaches you AI in just 6 minutes a day, helping you keep up when you already feel left behind. One of the reasons I went to Harvard Kennedy School this summer to study AI in public policy was to benchmark my knowledge. And I found something that will help you benchmark your AI knowledge and competency. It's a simple, smart framework that'll help you figure out where you are on your AI journey. It's called the AI Mastery Journey by Chris Donnelly, and I saw his brilliant infographic on LinkedIn. I will try and get him on the show. Jump over to the blog post associated with this podcast at publicsectormarketingpros.com to see it. It's brilliant, but I decided to turn it into a podcast episode. Chris breaks AI skills down into 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So let's see where you land. Let's start with the beginner tier. If you're here, you're just getting started, and that's no bad thing. And obviously, as a listener to this podcast, you are AI curious. You've got a basic understanding of what AI is. You've heard terms like machine learning, large language models, weak AI versus strong AI. Maybe you've read a few articles or attended a webinar and listening to this podcast. You're trying to make sense of how it all fits together and why it matters for your job and your organization. When it comes to prompt engineering, you're starting to experiment with ChatGPT or Claude or Gemini or Microsoft's Copilot, maybe typing in a few queries, maybe using it for your personal life with recipes or holiday itineraries. But you haven't quite nailed how to get the best out of it yet. You're learning that prompts aren't just questions, they're actually instructions. And you're realizing that how you ask is as important as what you ask. Maybe you started using LLMs for work, helping you with emails, research, summarizing documents, maybe even drafting a presentation. But here's the shift. You're not just asking what you want, you're learning to prompt like your team or like your customer. And that's the mark of someone moving beyond hobby use. So let's move on to intermediate level. This is where AI stops being a novelty and starts saving you real time, and it is acting like your assistant. You understand multimodal AI. You're using tools that handle more than just text. You might be generating images, cleaning up audio, or even testing tools that blend video, voice, and language like ChatGPT 5, Runway, Gemini Pro. You're experimenting with workflow automation, so you've started plugging AI into your daily routines. Think automated email summaries, meeting transcripts, even data cleanup. Tools like Zapier, Make, or AI plugins like Notion or Google Workspace are your daily assistants. And maybe you're using RAG, Retrieval Augmented Generation. So you're no longer relying on general AI knowledge, you're feeding in your own PDFs, notes, spreadsheets, and getting context-aware responses. It's like giving your AI a brain transplant with your own data. Okay, let's move on to the advanced level. If you're working at this level, you're not just using AI, you're building with it. You're using agentic AI, you're experimenting with self-running AI agents like AutoGPT or LangChain that can complete tasks across different tools and platforms. You're using AI in decision-making. So you're using AI to model different outcomes, support strategy, or test messaging. You might be using forecasting, risk modeling, or planning tools that actually shape how you make decisions. Maybe you're involved in AI product integration. You're embedding AI into your products, your services, or your user experience. Think personalization engines, AI native features, or services that couldn't exist without machine intelligence. If that's you, congratulations. You're part of a very small group that's operating ahead of the curve. So where am I? Well, I am also at advanced level, and I am currently building AIJ and also working on another standalone AI product. More on that at a later date. But I want to know, where are you sitting? Are you beginner, intermediate, or advanced? Doesn't matter where you are. We all started this AI journey at zero, and we will go to AI hero depending on our need for it and the capability that you want to realise with AI. So, wherever you are, here are 3 tips to level up. Build while you browse. Reading about AI won't cut it. Just listening to this podcast won't cut it. I'm always saying to my students and to my clients, you need to practice. You need to open the tool, get stuck in, try the features, even break something, experiment. Secondly, learn one tool end to end. My students and clients say it to me all the time, Joanne, it's overwhelming. There's so many tools. And my advice to them always is pick one platform, go in deep and learn it end to end. Its strengths, its limitations, its integrations. Do that before jumping on to the next tool. And then thirdly, test it in your real workflow. The only way to know if AI is helping is to use it in a real task. And this is called creating an AI use case. So use it on something that you do every week and compare the before and the after. If this has helped you rate your AI skills, please do me a favour, share it with one person in your team or in your network who's only getting started. And if you want the full visual map of the journey, click on the show notes. I have linked it there. Or you'll find it at my website on the blog at publicsectormarketingpros.com. And don't forget, my new book, AI Playbook, is coming out on the 12th of September, but you can pre-order it now. Just go to aimarketingplaybook.ie. I'll talk to you on the next episode.